if we go all night with a house full of party speakers, full of music, boys full of whiskey, girls about to lose it. Everybody's rocking, the whole place is shaking. Right now we're getting all kinds of crazy. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, serious beer pong game going down in the kitchen. Yeah, wanna be rockers in the living room off key singing, but it's all good in the neighborhood with a house full of party speakers, full of music, boys full of whiskey, girls about to lose it. Everybody's rocking, the whole place is shaking. Right now we're getting all kinds of crazy. Yeah, this throwdown ain't gonna slow down. Lose control now. Here we go now with a house full of party speakers, full of music, boys full of whiskey, girls about to lose it. We'll keep it rocking until the dawn is breaking. Right now we're getting all kinds of crazy. Whoa, come on. Whoa, yeah. Whoa,
It's not quite a religious experience, but it's damn close.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
Hello.
The wheel is turning, but the hamster's dead.
Seriously? You guys gotta come up with a better name. Whatever. I'm not even getting paid for this show.
Broadcasting worldwide from his basement.
In the basement! 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 Up to the basement! In the basement! In the basement!
We've been cleared for takeoff.
You're listening to Tim Kelly
On Indie Country Radio.
Breaking like an ocean wave, hoping just to reach the shore, praying for the light of day to find your way out of this storm. You've been tossed about, lost and found, lifted up just to be let down. But someday love is gonna take you in its arms, hold you, heal your wounded heart, and your faith is finally gonna lead you through the dark. You'll find everything in time, I swear it'll be okay. Hope you know you're on your way to someday. Love has been a painful word, for what you give and don't get back. But when you get what you deserve, you'll forever drown your past. And the sun will shine, light up your life. It's hard to believe it now, but someday love is gonna take you in its arms, hold you, heal your wounds. Someday, love is gonna take you in its arms.
His name is Cody Freebo, and a great tune called Someday. You can check out the video to Someday on Indie Country Television, and that can be found on our website, indiecountryradio.net. Good morning, and welcome to a Triple Play Thursday edition of Today's Country. I'm your host, Tim Kelly. We play back-to-back-to-back plays of your favorite new country music artists today. The Rise and Shine Show did it this morning with Miss Brenda Corbin. We're going to do it again today on my show. And we are going to have special guest Jessie Tylre Williams joining me at 11:30 a.m. Central. So it's going to be a fun day. You guys get ready for more of the best in new country. Another great one from Cody. This is called Loudmouth, coming right up.
Giving you new country first.
The most country.
Your kind of country.
Turn up your radio.
Country music is what we do. And we have a lot of fun doing it.
Let's do it.
Tim in the morning. What does that mean?
Are you responsible for the strange sounds I heard emanating from my radio this morning?
We apologize for what he said.
Blah, 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 blah.
We have no idea. We're just making it up as we go along.
The guy's awesome.
I'm on jacked up on Mountain Dew.
3, 2, 1.
Drop it.
Your station for new country now.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Today's country.
Pretty wild.
Broadcasting worldwide from his basement.
To the basement! 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 Up to the basement! To the basement! To the basement!
We've been cleared for takeoff.
You're listening to Tim Kelly
on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Cause I can't get by without overtime. Ramen noodles ain't fine cuisine, and they ain't my thing. Got a broken down truck, bills stacking up. Need a little kicker in my Dixie cup. Man, I wish I could find that thing called the American dream. So I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my time, my tequila with a lime. I'm gonna hang out on the beach with my guitar and I'll be chilling. One-way ticket in my hand, building castles in the sand. Without a doubt from here on out, I'm gonna be living. Yes, I am. I'm gonna grab a margarita with my little senorita. Tell the boss man I don't need ya. There comes a time when you gotta draw that line, and I found mine, standing strong, moving on, just like that Johnny Paycheck song. Take this job and shove it up your behind, where the sun don't shine. Everybody's talking about all those things I can't live without them. I'm just about through, so I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my time, my tequila with a lime. I'm gonna hang out on the beach with my guitar and I'll be chilling. One-way ticket in my hand, building castles in the sand. Without a doubt from here on out, I'm gonna be living like I just don't care. To no millionaire, 'cause no amount of money's worth my time. I'm gonna take my time, tequila with a lime. I'm gonna hang out on the beach with my guitar and I'll be fine. One-way ticket in my hand, building castles in the sand. Without a doubt from here on out, I'm gonna be taking my time. I'm gonna hang out on the beach. I got that ticket in my hand. Without a doubt from here on out, I'm gonna be living.
He is Haas. He is from San Antonio, Texas, and he is awesome, isn't he? Absolutely. And we'll send that out to Brooke, who requested it. She's live in our chat room right now. She was last night here along with Haas, too, live with Mr. Kevin Williams. And boy, Kevin put on a good show last night. He was even playing some Shenandoah on his guitar. If you guys missed it, you can check out the podcast. Just head over to Spreaker.com, search Indie Country Radio. And, of course, we are syndicated with K-Dub Hit Radio, Hit Country as well. Nominated for Radio Station of the Year for the Nashville Universe Awards. That show happens May the 8th in downtown Nashville, Tennessee at the world-famous Wild Horse Saloon. You guys need to be there. That's right. We're going to be there. Brenda Corbin's up for Radio Personality of the Year. She's got it hands down, but if she wins it, hands will be up. I guarantee you. We'll have a good time. So you guys come down to the show and hang out with us on the red carpet. We'll take lots of pictures as well. Let's do one more from Haas right now. It is called Pair of Queens, Indie Country Radio and K-Dub Hit Country right here on Spreaker.com.
A gambling man, taking chances wherever I can, always trying to get something for nothing, man, that ain't no plan. I've been knocked down, kicked around, stuck in a rut, and I needed just a little more than lady luck, and so I worked real hard, played my cards right, got me a natural full house all night. looking round, I still can't believe that she didn't leave. But just look at my hand and you'll know I'm a lucky man. Yeah, I must be doing something right. I'm going all in 'cause I'm in it to win. Am I the luckiest man alive to wind up with a pair of queens? Yeah, the sweetest band you've ever seen. They go good with my three kings. I'm just an ace in the hole. Well, one's got me sound on the other, my heart, and I knew I had a winning hand from the start. Hey, I didn't come here to settle for 19. I got a pair of queens. I got a pair of queens. And Lord, I'm a lucky man. All right.
If he don't play that song, I'm gonna spit some chaw in his eye.
You're listening to the 2016 Nashville Universe Awards Radio Network of the Year. Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
It don't take a lot of money or a fancy car. You can wear anything you like, come as you are. Don't need gold, no diamond rings. You just wanna have a good time and do your thing. But when the day gets long, it's time to get it on. Can I get a hell yeah? Can I get an alright? Just put a little something in your cup on Friday night. We don't need no credit card, no closing time, no cover charge. Be my chat, Johnny Walker Black. You wanna fill your cup and then we'll throw it back. If you got nowhere to go, take a walk on down to Whiskey Road. You can bring a little honey, or you can bring your crew. You can bring crazy Uncle Joe if that's what it takes, just to get you through. Get on your Sunday best, throw on your bling, crank that boombox to 17, and when you hear your song, go on and sing along. Can I get a hell yeah? Can I get an alright? Just put a little something in your cup on Friday night. We don't need no credit card, no closing time, no cover charge. Be my chat, Johnny Walker Black. You wanna fill your cup and then we'll throw it back. 'Cause if you got nowhere to go, take a walk on down to Whiskey Road.
one, the only Haas. You can find him at Haas, S-A-T-X, for San Antonio, Texas. He is awesome, isn't he? Hanging out with Mr. Kevin Williams last night on his show. And don't forget, Kevin will be back tonight at 8 o'clock Central Time, right here on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best, and K-Dub Hit Country as well. Well, we're going to do one more triple play before we get Miss Jessie Tylre Williams in here from Alberta, Canada. She's live in our chat room right now. But she asked me this morning, do I know who Lori Lynn is? Boy, do I. She is another great radio DJ from Songbird Indie Radio, and she's also a great country music artist. Here she is with a great tune called True. Her name, Lori Lynn Music, is where you can find her on Twitter, right here on Indie Country Radio and K-Dub Country.
Stay Just another complicated day. Don't change the status to single, or you will be. Just quit airing our laundry on the net, hashtagging words I'll never forget. Boy, you better stop tweeting about me that way. Boy, you better stop tweeting about me that way. Don't tweet me that way.
Her name is Lori Lynn. She is in Louisiana. She's a great radio DJ. Songbird Indie Radio is her show, and she's live every Thursday night right here on Spreaker.com. And you can also catch her music. Lori Lynn Music is where you want to follow her on Twitter. You can request it anytime right here on Indie Country Radio and KW Hit Country. One that she did with Mr. Axel O & Co. from Reykjavik, Iceland is amazing. So I'm going to toss it in here on Triple Play Thursday. You guys will love this ballad. I Thought I Was Over You. Lori Lynn and Axel O & Co. on Indie Country Radio and KW Hit Country.
Here I am at the Roundup Cafe, minding my business, throwing my heart away. The room was crowded, we had a good time, while the house band played How a Cowgirl Says Goodbye.
That ship has sailed, that's now in the past. I've moved on to a love that lasts.
I do wish now I had tempted fate, but now regret that it's all too late. I thought I was over you till you walked in. It's an aching situation, I'm going downhill again.
I've been haunted by the memories of a fool, hoping that you would call me again. Not so long ago, our hearts were in tune, but you left me for another girl.
I thought I was over you till you walked in. It's an aching situation, I'm going downhill again.
Now is not the time to regret. We should try to forget. What we had is in the past. Our love faded all too fast.
I forgot about the nights I had with you. That look in your eyes made me fall for you again.
You're holding piece of a dream long gone. You had my love, but you done me wrong.
I thought I was over you till you walked in. It's an aching situation, I'm going downhill again. Open up old wounds that had not healed. I thought I was over you till the hurt settled in.
from Reykjavik, Iceland. She is from Louisiana. They did that duet together, and man, did it come out awesome. I Thought I Was Over You, Lori Lynn and Axel O from Axel O & Co. We are live right now, though, with Miss Jessie Tylre Williams from Alberta, Canada. How are you today?
I'm doing absolutely wonderful, Tim. How are you all doing?
I'm fantastic. It is great to have you, and I apologize for last week. I got this stomach bug that fortunately only lasted 24 hours, and I just could not pull off a show. I was in bed all day last Thursday, but I'm glad we got you rescheduled. But, man, your song Breathe was absolutely phenomenal all week long, getting to hear that and play it on our station.
Yeah, and you know what? I can't even thank you and the whole team at Indie Country Radio for all their support and continuously spinning my tunes. And Breathe comes from exactly that place. You know, it's a song that, you know, I wrote it actually in about 10 minutes.
Wow.
To tell you the truth, when I was down in L.A., they gave me some music and they said, "Here, write a song." And I'm like, "Oh, what? This is how this works."
The pressure's on.
That's it. And it just came to me. I just stopped and I sat back in my chair and I took a deep breath and I'm like, geez, time. And all of a sudden it fell together and it literally took me about 10 minutes and went back into the control room and said, "Oh, here it is, boys." Yeah. And that's what we came up with.
Well, absolutely awesome song, and you got a video to it, too, that is amazing, and we put that on our TV channel. I started this thing a while back because I got to thinking back about CMT, you know, and how they started out and putting videos on there, and then they do a top 20 countdown, and now they're doing a lot of syndicated other TV shows from the older days, but I got to thinking about the indie artists. You know, there's a lot of good videos out there that you guys do and spend the money on, so you guys need a format to play those on, and YouTube, of course, is it. So we put all those videos on our website on a TV channel. We got 2 of them now, actually. We got so many videos, and so you guys can get some YouTube love as well, because I'll tell you what, there's just so much good music, but good videos out there as well.
Yeah, that's it, and I've been watching new artists emerge as well, and you know, just keeping an eye out. And yeah, I mean, we put a lot of hard work and effort and money into creating these videos and songs and what have you for our listeners and for people around the world. And what a better way to access them with you know, stations like yours that are supporting indie artists. And I really believe that indie artists is the way it's going. I mean, with the platform the way it is now, and with the access we have to things like Spreaker and Spotify and, you know, iTunes and just a plethora of different platforms where people can download and enjoy the music. So it's great. It's definitely moving towards the indie artist, and it's not like the old days when signing a record deal was the only way to go. So it's looking up for us hard-working indie artists out there.
You're definitely right, you know, and since we've been doing this, you know, it still amazes me. We've been doing this about 5 years now total, that how much more music that we haven't ever heard is out there, you know, and artists that we've never heard, and duets and you know, duos and trios and bands, and it's just all of it out there, you know, and I hooked up yesterday with this little Southbound Bar and Grill that's been bringing a lot of our artists that we're playing here on Indie Country Radio to that place there to have shows, and they put on some phenomenal shows, and so we hooked up yesterday, and hopefully they're going to sponsor us, and we're going to be able to book some of the artists in there as well and get them to come to the middle of the country. Now,
perfect. I'd love to come out there.
Yeah, I was just going to say, we know you're in Alberta, Canada. You told me before we went on the air the temperature up there today, because it's pretty chilly here in Branson this morning, and about 17 degrees, you said?
Yeah, that's our high today.
Yeah. So let me ask you,
weather where I come from.
Yeah, exactly. And when you go out to shoot a video like you did for Breathe, do you have to pick your days or pick your seasons?
Actually, I shot that down in California. I shot
there
that
you
down
go. Or your
Santa
locations.
Monica Beach.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good. So you know, I was going to ask you that because I call them Canadian cold fronts. You know, when a cold front comes in here and it gets really cold. I mean, we've had this winter, we had about 2 weeks of sub-zero temperature here in the middle of the country. And I always ask the Canadian artists, what do you guys call it? And she said, well, somebody said just a cold front. But
yeah, you know, because you're in Fahrenheit, right? So we do all our stuff in Celsius, so it sounds even colder than what it actually is.
Yeah, we got a friend of yours, Jake, live in our chat room. He said, that's Celsius, though, LOL.
Yeah, I was just reading that, and it is Celsius. Yeah. And so our 17 degrees, I don't even know what that would be. That'd probably be about, 60, 70 degrees? Probably about 70 degrees, I think.
Okay, well, that's not bad.
Yeah. So yeah, I know we have really hot summers, though. We get, it's nothing here in Medicine Hat to get temperatures of 40 degrees Celsius, you know, and we get a streak of that. But, I mean, it's still, the winters are brutal. So, yeah.
Definitely, and this has been one of them. I tell you what, we're late in the year here getting snow. Even it snowed the other day here, just a little bit in Branson. So it's crazy. But let's talk about your country music and how you got started in country music, and then I also want to talk about some other stuff that you've been doing, because I know last time we talked last year, you were doing some good things for folks that have PTSD and different things like that. So whatever you want to talk about today.
Well, so we'll just kind of give our new listeners kind of a recap of what's been going on for the last few years. I've been touring across Canada, working with veterans and first responders who suffer from PTSD. So I closed my tour off. My last show for that tour was in November of 2017. And with that being said, I had to kind of take a little bit of a break. I forgot to take care of a number uno, and so in the midst of all this touring and work and dealing with all these issues that come along with that kind of world, I got sick, and so I had to take some time off work. I'm still not doing anything right now on the road touring-wise. I'm working behind the scenes here. I got some pretty big stuff happening. I'm working on getting back, hopefully starting to tour in the fall, and then I'll be posting something here in the next couple of months in regards to my tour schedule and stuff.
Okay.
But I am going to finish the book that I've been writing for quite some time, and I just kind of shelved it because I obviously got busy with the tour and everything else, and I think I spent about a combination of about 80 days at home over the last 3-4 years. So I was busy. So anyhow, that being said, this downtime, dealing with some health issues that I've had to work through, I've been running on my book. I'm about halfway done now, and so I'm hoping to have this book done in the next month or two. And so I don't want to say too much just yet about that, about the book and stuff like that.
Well, that saves me a few questions, too.
Yes, we will, though, talk about it again. I mean, I'm always happy to come on your show, and once we get a little further on and we have some decisions made in terms of what we're going to do with that, I'll definitely be updating our listeners and fans across the globe about what's going on with that and the tour that might follow along with that as well.
Sounds good. If we were to promote that, would you send me an autographed copy?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. We appreciate it. Well, I want to talk about that for just a moment, because something that you are sending us is some of your merchandise, and we really, really appreciate it. You were telling me before we went on the air what you're getting ready to send. Is there something that we could give away today to one of our lucky listeners on the show?
Oh, I think we could do that, but let's make them work for it.
I hear you on that. That's the way we do it around here. We'll wait till the interview's over, and then we'll have them come into the chat room, and I'll throw out a number or maybe some Jessie Tylre Williams trivia, of one of your songs or something.
Yeah.
We'll see about that here in just a little bit, but we'll give away a Jessie Tylre Williams CD. What's your latest CD called? I know about This Road.
Yeah, well, that's my latest CD.
That's it? Okay.
So, so right now I'm just working on releasing singles and so on and so forth.
Well,
so,
they got to hear this CD. I tell it all the time when I play the cuts off of it. You folks need to go out there and buy it, and that's our motto around here. If you like it, buy it, because that's what helps put money in your pocket, and you guys make more music 9 times out of 10 with the money that you get from the purchases, make more songs, and we love that because you're an awesome artist, and that CD is amazing.
Oh, well, thank you so much. That whole album This Road is actually I call it the chapters of my life. So each song on that album is a different phase or chapter in my life that I was going through or experiencing. And so I put them all together kind of as a small story to some different chapters in my life and some of the stuff that I was going through at that time. And so I think all of us, life isn't a bed of roses all the time. We experience different things in our life, most of it has to do with heartache and, changes and growth and an accumulation of everything. And, for me as an artist to be able to put that down in musical format and to be able to share that with the rest of the world, hopefully, inspiring others along the way, motivating them to get through whatever phase it is they're going through. Just letting them know, hey man, you're not alone out there. You're really not alone. And music, I believe with my heart and soul, my slogan, healing the world one song at a time. Mm-hmm. I truly believe in that, and I truly believe in the power of music and how it can literally change and transform lives. Yeah. And it's been my therapist. It's always been my personal therapist. And so, with that being said, I've been fortunate enough to be able to share that with fans and listeners across the world.
Yeah, I've looked at a lot of interviews this week that I've done. I've looked at other people's websites, and some of the questions that are on there by other people that they ask, that they post on the website, is where would they be without music? And the answer always is they would be absolutely lost. Music does so much for us, doesn't it, and touches our lives. And let me ask you this, though. At what point in your life did you know that music was what you wanted to do?
Tim, I was, as far back as I can remember, I grew up on a farm in southern Manitoba, and so my idea of a microphone was a broomstick or a shovel, and I would pretend that was my microphone, and I would tie different rags around it. Steve and Tylre and Stevie Nicks and all them, they all have the scarves around their mic stands and stuff like that. Well, I started that back on the farm many years ago.
That's awesome.
And so, I knew that music was always in my soul. From a very young age. I wrote my first song when I was 9 years old. And
that's awesome.
So, yeah, and I wrote it up in the hayloft. It was kind of my escape place that I went to up in the hayloft, and I would just write. And I started off obviously at 9 years old, probably a lot wiser than my years, and even more so than I thought or knew I was at that time, right?
Right.
And so I remember I always looked up to people like Dolly Parton. She was just such a huge influence in my life and in my career. And I thought, here's a lady that comes from this humongous family, as I did too, and dirt poor, and we too were poorer than a church mouse when we were growing up, and I figured, well, if she can do it, why can't I?
Yeah, exactly. And now we have a little 10-year-old girl that we just took on not too long ago. Her name is Trinity Winterstrom. We've got some 12-year-olds, 14, 16. Those kind of young ladies are still looking up to Dolly Parton and some of those artists, but they can look up to artists like you, Jessie, Tyler Williams, or Lori Lynn that I just played. Those kind of artists, the indies that, are doing so good in the world of country music that they can pattern themselves after and say, man, I want to do what she's doing, or I want to sound like her.
Well, and that's kind of the umbrella that goes along with being an artist. We have an opportunity and a responsibility all at the same time. Our voices are being heard around the world. So not only through our music, I think it's equally as important for us to use that platform as a place where we can inspire others, we can motivate others, we can help others. And so instead of just using our music for self-gratification or just to be out there, and we all know that there is a lot of artists out there who are self-serving and so on and so forth, but I think for the most part, most artists out there, and I really believe that most artists out there are there because they want to help others as well, and we're able to do that, and it is our responsibility as artists to make the world a better place to be, and we have the opportunity to do that on so many different levels, and I'm honored that I'm able to do that. For example, the whole PTSD tour I did with veterans and first responders, I had the opportunity to help a mass amount of people through the work that I was doing and using my music as a healing medium and kind of as a common area, common ground for everybody to be able to relate to in some way, shape, or form. And so in that, you could bring masses of people together. You can really change the world. And I have never believed in that more than I do now in my life.
And that's awesome to know, because I've told this to Brenda many times, as a radio station, while you're on the air, she does the morning show, everybody's catching up on the news in the mornings a lot of times, but if they're not looking at that, they're tuned into radio maybe as an escape. Maybe a lot of people, the way the world situation is now, don't like to look at the news, and we have those kind of people out there, so they tune into indie country radio to get away from that. Your music is that escape when we play it on the radio. And no matter what's going on in the world, we're helping make somebody's day a little bit better. And then after we get off the air, we found out what happened, in the news. And it was like, you just do your show like nothing's going on. You do the same thing every day and try to make somebody's day better by the music.
Amen to that. And our news and media and everything, even social media, has become so saturated with negativity and chaos and the shock system. Like, what can we do to shock our viewers now? And they put the most gruesome and gory things on the air, and it's like, I don't watch the news. I can't watch the news. I don't watch the news. I rarely watch TV because I really believe that the media just overblows everything. And I mean, unless you see it with your own eyes, you have to question a lot of the stuff that's out there as well. But I like you, Tim, music is an escape. Because, it might be that one line, it might be that one note, it might be something, whatever it is in that song that pulls that person at that time, whatever place they're in, I had a guy actually send me a message on Facebook, and it was one of, it brought me to my knees. The guy sent me a message, and he says, "Thank you for saving my life, Jessie."
Wow.
I didn't know who this person was at all, and I said, "Excuse me, what do you mean?" And he says, "I was walking in a mall in Toronto, and he says I was trying to find a way to kill myself." And he said, "Your song 'Breathe' came in over the speaker system in the mall," and he goes, "It saved my life."
Wow.
And that, to me, if that is the only thing I accomplish in my career, and that is the only life I have saved, then it's a job well done. And so I hope that I have helped others, along the way as well. I've had many people send me messages, emails, and stuff like that as well. And that's what it's about to me. The awards are nice, Tim, and all the galas and, all that stuff. It's great. It's amazing. It's fun. It's, your family. It's your musical family because, we're all on the road. But you know what? When it all comes down to it, if you can't do something good and you can't help somebody through the hardest time of their life, And you know, these things are so gratifying to know that you've actually been the difference in somebody's life. That's what it's about to me.
That's amazing. You know, you've got my head turning because in the line of work that I do, we are CPR and first aid trained. When you're doing CPR on somebody, that's what you're trying to get them to do is breathe. Well, your song "Breathe" actually helped that gentleman to step back and take a breath or two and think about what he's getting ready to do, and it saved his life. That is amazing.
Yeah, and you know what? That's it. You know, when you can take an accumulation of everything, you can take one thing here, one thing here. It does not matter. None of that is even relevant or even plays a part unless one of the first things that you have to remember is to breathe.
Yeah.
Take a step back. Just take a step back. It doesn't matter what you're dealing with at that time.
Yep. And I saw something. I saw something a long time ago, and you've probably heard this statement too, that suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
That's it.
You know, and unfortunately that happens way too much. It happens with our veterans in this country, and I'm sure in your country with the PTSD issues and things like that. But, you know, that's why we got to get these folks some help, you know, and your music is doing that, and that is amazing. Let's talk about your new song that you got. I got loaded up here because we're going to go way over 30 minutes here in just a moment. But I knew we could talk a long time. You got some good stories to tell, and we appreciate it.
Well, wait till you read my book then.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. I can't wait. I'm ready for it. When I'm Missing You, you sent us a couple of new songs. When I'm Missing You is one of them. Tell us about it.
Well, that song too, most of my songs, Tim, don't take me long to write. Once I start writing that pen, you know, like one of the other songs I wrote, this pen in my hand is a symbol of what my lips can't tell, and the paper that lies before me is something I know so well. When I'm Missing You was just a song that, you know, we go through relationships, right? I mean, we go through good times, we go through bad times. We become bitter, we become jaded, all this other stuff. But if you remember why you're with that person, love will conquer all. I mean, remember why you came together. Yeah. Sometimes you don't always want to remember why or how you came together, but when you're really serious about a relationship and you really just go back to that, you know, and this song just, again, it just came about, and When I'm Missing You, it's a little more upbeat, and it's a little more, you know, play on words, but yeah, another song I wrote while I was down in LA. And so I hope the listeners enjoy it as much as I enjoyed writing it.
Well, we'll find out. We got a live chat room. You were in it right before the show, and that's what I love about it, too. We get instant feedback on a song. I know they're going to love it, but we'll come back and talk about that song, Breathe, too. It just takes on a whole new meaning now that I know the story behind it, and absolutely love it as well. We'll play it, but When I'm Missing You, Jessie, Tylre Williams, right here on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best. We'll be right back.
Riding in my SUV, wishing you were next to me, banging out to everything from Dr. Dre to Macy Gray. Pulled up to Starbucks, gotta pick me up, and every day we do this all over again. Sometimes I think of you at night. I dream of you. These walls are painted in misery. When I'm missing you, I'm missing you, I'm missing you. Sometimes I hate the things you do. Remind me why I fell in love with you. These walls are painted in memories. When I'm missing you, I'm missing you, I'm missing you. I got the chick behind the bar to pour me up another round. The guy beside me whispering, she looks too good to be so down. Turned up my cup, drank it down to the bottom. I don't give a, 'cause it's you I'm thinking of. Sometimes I reminisce about us at night. I dream you touch. These walls are painted in misery. When I'm missing you, I'm missing you, I'm missing you. Sometimes I hate the things you do. Remind me why I fell in love with you. These walls are painted in memory. When I'm missing you, I'm missing you, I'm missing you. Sometimes I hate the things you do. Remind me why I fell in love with you. These walls are painted in memory. When I'm missing you, I'm missing you, I'm missing you. Now I'm sitting here drinking my champagne, listening to Playground by Madonna. Oh baby, I'm just missing you. We both know it's true. Sometimes I hate the things you do. Remind me why I fell in love with you. These walls are painted in memory. When I'm missing you, I'm missing you, I'm missing you. Sometimes I hate the things you do. Remind me why I fell in love with you. These walls are painted in memory. When I'm missing you, I'm missing you, I'm missing you.
When I'm Missing You, Jessie Tylre Williams, her brand new material, and we absolutely love that song in the chat room. They're getting good feedback on it already, so good job there. Let me ask you about those songs that you sent, the new ones. Are they part of an upcoming EP that you got, or are you just releasing some singles a little bit at a time?
You know what? I think right now I'm going to focus on releasing singles. As you can imagine, and as other artists can agree with me, to record an album, a lot of people aren't buying CDs or albums anymore.
Mm-hmm.
With everything being able to be downloaded on the internet now, and with people being able to stream music and so on and so forth, it's always nice to have something physical at your live shows and stuff like that, which is what I do. But I think this also gives the artists or the listeners and the fans an opportunity. They might not want to buy a whole album for, $15 or $20.
Yeah.
They might just want to download your songs or stream them as they want to listen to them or stream them. And so that's one of the added bonuses to doing it on a single release system. But again, it's always good to have merchandise when you're touring as well. So there's two sides to that story too, right?
Yep, you're absolutely right there. And even as DJs, we have our favorites. I'm not going to lie to you. You send us a whole album. A lot of them are good, and most of them are good. We'll play the whole album. In fact, we did a show like that when we were on the first time with Indie Country when we first started. Brenda was doing this thing called Album Night because every song on the album was good enough to be on the radio. And we have a lot of albums like that. This Road is one of them, I'll tell you that right now. But
nice, thank you for that.
The thing is people have their favorites, like you said, and if they don't want to purchase the whole thing, they can just go in there and get one or two songs, and then boom, they're done, they're downloaded, and they can listen to it on their phone and all these different applications. It's just technology's wonderful that way.
Absolutely, and it's great to record albums and stuff like that. And it's great to keep putting out music, but if you want to keep putting out music and you want to save yourself a bit of money, I mean, in the long run, you're going to end up paying the same thing anyhow, but at least you can spread it out a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's give a big shout out to where you record your music at, most of it.
Well, MCC Recording Studios in Calgary, we've got Dave Temple and Johnny Gasparic, who played a huge part in the creation of my album. And Johnny Gasparic is just an amazing producer. The guy is just incredible. I can't even say enough about him. And the musicians that I had some of, I'm sure you're all familiar with Gord Bamford.
Yes,
so I had
ma'am.
some of his guys. I know a lot of them personally. They're all from my neck of the woods here. So I had the opportunity to have amazing musicians playing on my album. Yeah. And the new stuff that I did in LA, which consisted of What Love Is, When I'm Missing You, and Breathe, I did those down in LA, and I worked with Paramount Studios down there. So, again, great people. I had the opportunity to work with Andrew Chavez, who is just an incredible producer, working with artists like Pink and other producers like Linda Perry. So, I mean, I was definitely in good hands in both studios in Canada and the U.S.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know, I tell artists all the time that maybe don't know this about indie country radio, but the two biggest places our music comes from is Texas and Canada, is the country music. And I'm sure you know of our friends Arlene Quinn. She's just amazing. And One Ugly Cowboy, Richard and Jane from Toronto, Canada. I kicked the show off with Cody Freebo today from Canada. Just so much talent up there. It's just amazing. You guys, when you have cold weather like that, you spend a lot of time in the recording studio, I think, and good things happen.
Warm socks and the recording studio and keeping the door closed and the heat cranked up. That's all we need in a song or two to keep going, and that's it.
That's it, yep. And I'll tell you what, that's good stuff, and we benefit from it greatly when you send it to us, that's for sure. Well, we thank you for your time today. Before we go, I'm going to play Breathe here in just a second. And like I said, that song has a whole new meaning now since you told us what you did a little earlier. And we were thrilled to have that as Song of the Week last week, and we'll definitely keep spinning it. But tell us about your social media and where folks can get their hands on your music, and we're going to give away a CD today a little bit later.
Yeah, you bet. They can get me on Twitter and Instagram and all that kind of stuff at Jessie Tylre, and that's JessieTylre. And you know what? Follow me. I'll follow you back. I love close interaction with my fans and listeners. And Facebook, it's Jessie Tylre Williams. So I would love. I'm always up for new friends and new fans, and so reach out to me. I'm always giving stuff away too. So yeah, it's great. It's great. Reach out to me. I'd love to hear from everybody out there.
Sounds great. And we've been friends for a while, and I tell you what, I love your attitude, your personality, and a little phrase that you always end everything with, and a couple of hearts behind it. Tell us about that.
Happy thoughts.
Happy thoughts. That's it.
Yes.
You know, and
you know what? We can turn. It's our reaction to any situation that determines what the outcome is going to be. And I really believe that if you maintain a positive attitude, and trust me, sometimes I'm just like the rest of the world. I feel like punching people in the throat too. I don't do it, but you know what? We're all human. But I think for the most part, if you just maintain a positive attitude and keep putting out them happy thoughts, you know what? When you smile at the world, it smiles back at you most of the time.
Exactly. Well, in the weather you have up there, sooner or later, karma's going to get them, and they're going to fall on the ice anyway.
You know it.
It just works that way in Canada, I'm sure.
That's it.
Well, we appreciate your time today. You are fantastic, and we want to wish you many happy thoughts, and get better health-wise, and take care of yourself first, all right? And then come back and make some more great music like you have in our library. We appreciate it.
Absolutely, and a huge shout-out to everyone out there listening today and for tuning in. And I'm just... really happy to be on your show, Tim, and thanks for having me again.
You bet. We appreciate it, and we're going to leave you with Breathe, Song of the Week last week on Indie Country Radio. Jessie Tylre Williams. Go check her out, Facebook and Twitter, and we thank you once again, and we will talk soon.
You bet. You all take care now.
Time just slipped away from me. I couldn't tell, I couldn't see. The picture painted perfectly, each stroke with a brush, carefully. Picasso took away my soul, left me here an empty hole. Breathe, breathe, move me.
You only get one chance at life. Be careful how you roll the dice. Nobody's gonna do it for you. Get on up, do what you do. Time won't stop for you, and time won't wait for you. Just breathe, breathe on me. Time won't stop for you, and time won't wait for you. Just breathe, breathe on me. Take it to the limit and reach for the sky. Don't want you to say that you didn't try. Get the hell out your way, make it your own. Now you feel me, I'm in the zone. Time won't stop for you, and time won't wait for you. Just breathe, breathe on me. Time won't stop for you, and time won't wait for you. Just breathe, breathe on me.
What an amazing story behind the song Breathe that now we give it a whole new meaning of it from Jessie, Tylre Williams. Life-saving music right there, ladies and gentlemen. And you can, of course, check out the video to Breathe on our website, indiecountryradio.net, and drop down the More button to Indie Country Television. We got 2 channels on there, lots of great videos. Jessie, Tylre Williams is on there, absolutely. Another new song from her, it is called What Love Is, to complete the triple play with Jessie, Tylre Williams on Triple Play Thursday, Indie Country Radio and K-Dub Hit Country.
Every picture in the frame makes me hope our love will never change. Don't ever change. Every time I walk out that door, I know I have nothing more to gain. To gain. And you leave, you come back. I know you're still mine. We're meant to be this way, not worried about a thing. I used to be that little girl, bought into your fairy tales, but I'm grown now. You won't leave me alone now. I'm in love with this feeling. I'm in love with it now. When I feel you breathing next to me, I know now what love is. What love is. What's love? It's what we got right now. Karma has its beauty and the broken road, it led us where we stand. And you're a real, real good man. You leave, you come back. I know you're still mine. We're meant to be this way, not worried about a thing. I used to think that life was bland, caught up in my stupid plan. I'm grown now, sitting on my throne now. I'm in love with this feeling. I'm in love with it now. When I feel you breathing next to me, I know now what love is. What love is. What's love?
Tell you what love is. That's the way we feel about Jessie Tylre Williams and her music right here on Indie Country Radio, K-Dub Hit Country. Thank you for the great interview today, and you guys go check out Jessie Tylre Williams. Absolutely. And This Road, you can get the whole CD if you wish, and I'll say it again, you guys need to. Every song on there is a hit, in my opinion. Here's another gentleman that is making some hit music right now, and Shanna loves it. She's live in our chat room earlier. I hope she's still there. We'll get her back when I start pushing play. Mr. Ty March, his latest single called Forever on Indie Country Radio and K-Dub Hit Country on Triple Play Thursday.
Deeper than the ocean, stronger than a hurricane, carved out in an oak tree, baby, with a heart around our names. Even when our hair turns gray, you'll be beautiful to me. And if you ever wonder, baby, let me tell you how it's gonna be. My love is forever in a day. It'll never go away, like it's chiseled in stone, written in a love song. Moon and the stars and the sky shine bright together. My love for you is forever. My love for you is forever. My love for you is brighter than a sundown setting on a San Francisco bay. Never gonna die, never gonna run, never gonna go away. My love is forever in a day. It'll never go away, like it's chiseled in stone, written in a love song. Moon and the stars and the sky shine bright together. My love for you is forever. Never go away, like it's chiseled in stone, written in a love song. Moon and the stars and the sky shine bright together. My love for you is a hold on tight. Gonna get it right, gonna love you, baby, for the rest of my life. Moon and the stars and the sky shine bright together. My love for you is forever. Deeper than the ocean, stronger than a hurricane.
Brand new music, always first on today's best country.
Alessia Cole, Love Gone Right.
I've had enough of not enough and close but not quite. I think I'm finally ready.
That's always a thrill when you hear a new single for the first time.
Kristen Kuiper, Driving Alone.
Spinning my wheels, yeah. Getting nowhere fast. I hate driving alone.
You guys play all the new stuff first.
Tyler Wood, Home.
No, I'll never live my life in fear, 'cause I know as soon as my work is done here, I'm headed home.
When you're on today's best country, you're getting the newest music first.
A little backwoods romance, baby. Small town trying to save me. Ain't nothing they could do.
Oh, hell no. Don't you worry, baby.
I've been throwing rocks at your window. Let's go. 5 minutes till I'm going solo. Get on them dancing boots.
Giddy up, girl. Let's go.
Yeah, baby, in the summertime, we we could do whatever we like. Yeah, baby, in the summertime, we could do whatever we like. Yeah, baby, the school's out, girl, I can't stop thinking. Blanket on the ground by the riverbank drinking. We could do whatever we like in the summertime. That's right, baby. Yeah. We've been kissing drunk round a bonfire party, still buzzing in the back row Sunday. Yeah, I think Mama knew. She had to have known. Yeah, baby, in the summertime, we could do whatever we like. Yeah, baby, in the summertime, we could do whatever we like. Yeah, baby, the school's out, girl, I can't stop thinking. Blanket on the ground by the riverbank drinking. We could do whatever we like in the summertime. A shot of tequila, whatever you're feeling. We could be like Jack and Rose, making out up on the boat. Yeah, with a little Jack in our Coke, ain't even gotta know. Summertime, we could do whatever we like. Yeah, baby, in the summertime, we could do whatever we like. In the summertime, we could do whatever we like. Yeah, baby, in the summertime, we could do whatever we like. Yeah, baby, in the summertime, we could do whatever we like. Yeah, baby, in the summertime, we could do whatever we like. Yeah, baby, the school's out, girl, I can't stop thinking. Blanket on the ground by the riverbank drinking. We could do whatever we like in the summertime. Yeah. Well, I'm free, baby.
Oh man, I don't know about you guys, but I am ready for the summertime. His name is Ty March Country on Facebook and Twitter. Well, they say it's springtime, but I'll tell you what, I want to thank everybody for planting themselves on Indie Country Radio today in K-Dub Hit Country. It is Triple Play Thursday, which means we play not one, not two, but 3 songs from every artist on the whole show. And Mr. Kevin Williams, will he do that tonight? Well, we'll just have to see. He's never done a Triple Play Thursday before. But he said last night he's going to start doing 2 for Tuesday, so why not try tonight? Triple Play Thursday. We definitely got the music for it. We cannot get all of these artists played even in a 5-hour show, but we absolutely love giving it a shot. Well, if you're getting ready for summertime and you got a fishing boat, you better give that boat some love because it's time, isn't it? Fishing Boat Lovin' right here by Ty March, right here on Indie Country Radio.
Fishing boat lovin', baby, I could be your summer ride. I'm firing up my jacked up 4-wheel drive, going fishing on the lake out on the county line. Dog in the back cabin, beer on ice, blind hottie, chili right side. Alright, fishing boat loving, baby, I could be your summer ride. Damn girl, you're such a good catch. I could be itching all the brothers on a Friday summer night. 'Cause damn girl, we're such a good match. You got a sexy bikini, but it's a skinny dipping kind of night. Gotta get them tan lines under the moonlight. Here I can tell we're sinking on a Friday summer night. Fishing boat loving, baby, I could be your summer ride. Sipping on the tall boy and tossing a line. Sunsetting on the kiss that will make you mine. Only way to do it, girl, I know what you like. And we can do it all night. Fishing boat loving, baby, I could be your summer ride. Damn, girl, you're such a good catch. Itching all the brothers such a good catch. If I could reel you in, we could be the best of friends. Damn girl, we're a hell of a match. Fishing for loving, baby, I could be your summer ride. Damn girl, you're such a good catch. Ditching all the brothers on a Friday summer night. 'Cause damn girl, we're such a good match. You got a sexy bikini, but it's a skinny dipping kind of night. Gotta get them tan lines under the moonlight. Yeah, I can tell we're sinking on a Friday summer night. Fishing for loving, baby, I could be your summer bride. Girl, baby, I could be your summer bride. Girl, baby, I could be your summer bride.
The featured song of the week is next on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Knee-high to a grasshopper sitting on the front porch licking my wounds. I got into it with the Johnson twins out on the Kings Bend just before noon. So I headed back down to the lazy banks. Don't you know I got a brand new plan? About to show these Johnson boys what it's like to be playing in the Badlands. I crept up, I caught 'em slipping, skinny dipping in the Brazos. I hit 'em with a little bit of Texas charm. I swear it looked like they'd seen a ghost. It was a 1-2, then 2 more with a red oak stick that I'd found. You could hear the knots growing on their head when they hit the ground. They were out when they hit the ground. 'Cause we don't quit, we don't lay down. When a wannabe badass comes around, we throw down, boy, the lines in the sand. That's how we do it in the Badlands. That's how we do it in the Badlands. Kicked back in my easy chair when I saw it come across the news. It seems like a couple jokers up north of here found a new way to light up views. You could hear the eagle scream at the sound of his babies crying. Yeah, but check it out. You can bet the farm we ain't the only ones gonna be dying. We hit the ground like an old coon dog, chased them all through the night. They learned damn quick from the boys in blue what a pressure cooker's really like. What a pressure cooker's really like. 'Cause we don't quit, we don't lay down. When a wannabe badass comes around, we throw down, boy, the lines in the sand. That's how we do it in the Badlands. That's how we do it. I hope to grow old all peaceful like with a cane pole in my hand. My bud on a bucket and pulling them in and reminiscing with the Johnson twins. But I'm here to say if it don't go that way, you come around here throwing a fit. Jumping up and down like you're some big stuff, boy, we ain't having none of it. We ain't having none of it. 'Cause we don't quit, we don't lay down. When a wannabe badass comes around, we throw down, boy, the lines in the sand. That's how we do it in the Badlands. Toe-to-toe with guns in our hands. That's how we do it in the Badlands. North and south, all across there's a land. That's how we do it in the Badlands. That's how we do it in the Badlands.
Oh my goodness. His name is Taft Simmons from Joplin, Missouri, spending time in Texas this week doing his thing that he gets really paid good at. But he's a good singer too, man. Don't get me wrong. He is amazing. I had a great radio interview with him this week. His song Badlands is our featured song of the week. You can check it out all week long on our website, indiecountryradio.net. Just hit that Song of the Week tab. And I'll tell you what, I love the lyrics in that song. You could hear the knot growing on somebody's head when he got swatted. That's right. Man, I'll tell you what, that's good stuff right there. Mr. Taft Simmons doing his thing. Here he is again, another great tune called One of These Nights. Taft Simmons on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
We'll have one of those nights, one of these days. Get all cuddled up to the fireplace. Send the kids to your sister's house, maybe play a little game of cat and mouse. One of those nights, one of these days. It's been much too long, he's way past due, since I got off work to find only you. Please understand, don't get me wrong. Hey, I love the kids and I love the dog, but you know what I'm talking about. We'll stay right here at home our next night out. We'll have one of those nights, one of these days. Get all snuggled up to the fireplace. Drop the kids at your sister's house, maybe play a little game, a cat and mouse. One of those nights, one of these days. Now we can feed the kids and get them off to school. I'm in the mood, but it's up to you. We can run through the house like lovers do. Kill the alarm if it sounds okay. One of those nights can begin today. We'll have one of those nights, one of these days. Lock the doors for a little getaway. Send the kids to your sister's house, maybe play a little game, a cat and mouse. One of those nights, one of these days. We'll have one of those nights, one of these days.
This is where country music lives.
Let's start the music.
We're the people's favorite. Show the world you love your country.
Delivering a much-needed neck punch to the status quo.
What does that even mean?
That means, in addition to the variety you've come to expect, you'll also hear songs like this.
By the way, hey, by the way, guess who's going out tonight?
And this.
This cowgirl's had all she can take. Well, I won't make the same mistake. Another Nashville heartbreak.
And this.
I'm gonna hold up somewhere, crawl in a fifth with that worn out CD of his greatest hits. It's gonna take whiskey and whittling to get me over her.
Thank you for listening to Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
The rain filled up the ashtray that I'd left out on the porch washed away my only chance for getting high. I kicked and cussed and I stomped around, but I'm happy to report I ain't touched the hard stuff since July. I don't know why I write these letters that I know I'll never mail. There's one in here about Mama when she died, and I feel the need to tell you about the week I spent in jail. The preacher came to see me and I cried. We talked about your leaving. He said the judge was his good friend. He said in time I'd start to feel like me again. Your daddy stopped and picked me up when Tracy Lawrence came to town. Time marches on, it's still stuck inside my head. The dog killed off the chickens, I guess I'll have to put him down. But for now, I just got him locked out in the pen. It was a hard and lonesome winter, the coldest one to date. I lost myself all through December. I disappeared without a trace. I was dealing with the devil about some unforgiven sin. I know in time I'll start to feel like me again. I'm almost me again. I got myself in sight, but blue's a crazy color. It chases me all night, and in those times it overtakes me. When I'm busting at the seams, I'll pretend that you're here with me, picking out that baby's name. We'll laugh and talk for hours until the Sandman finally wins. But for a time, I get to feel like me again. I took a job down at the sawmill your brother pulled to get me on. He stuck his neck out, I said I changed and I needed work. It's been years since I tilled the garden, not sure why, but I believe it has to do with how we laid you in the dirt. I make excuses every weekend to just stay home with me and you. I draw the curtains, I sit and listen to chiseled in stone. I know it don't sound healthy, but it's the best that I can do to keep myself from just sitting here all alone. And I rock that baby's cradle to a Harry Chapin song. I know I'll feel like me again before too long. I'm almost me again. I'm almost me again.
What great storytelling in his music. I absolutely love it. What a great way to complete a triple play with Mr. Taft Simmons. He's got our featured song of the week again, Badlands, and you can check it out all week long, IndieCountryRadio.net. That one, Almost Me Again. And I'll tell you what, Taft, if you're out there listening, when you get back to Joplin, Missouri, be sure and hit me up. We'll come over there and we will share a cold beverage, and I want to listen to some of your stories in person. Absolutely. This next artist, his name is Steve Hickman, and he's got a voice as well. I Want to Be That Man. Steve Hickman on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on a Triple Play Thursday.
I'm 35 years old. You think by now I know all this running around is gonna bring me down. I wanna try some new things and listen to the birds sing, and see the rest of my life through a sober man's eyes. God help me see what's right in front of me. I wanna be that man she can't live without. I wanna be the one who erases all her doubts. I wanna be the dad any kid would want, and teach them the simple things in life, like how to fish and how to hunt. I wanna be that man. Oh, I wanna be that man. Lord, I've had my share of the devil's snare. Whiskey had me down for the count. I've danced away with Mary, and saying goodbye scares me. But I know it's time to let her fly. So God help me see what's right in front of me. I wanna be that man she can't live without. I wanna be the one who erases all her doubts. I wanna be the dad any kid would want, and teach them the simple things in life, like how to fish and how to hunt. I wanna be that man. Oh, I wanna be that man. God, take what's left of me, help me shape a legacy. Maybe this old boy can still do some good. I ain't been working out my way, this crooked path down the interstate. I think it's time I take another road. So God help me see it's right in front of me. I wanna be that man she can't live without. I wanna be the one who erases all her doubts. I wanna be the dad any kid would want, and teach them the simple things in life, like how to fish and how to hunt. I wanna be that man. God, I wanna be that man.
His name is Steve Hickman. I want to be that man. Bleeding Blue True is where you can find him on the big Twitter machine. Absolutely. And I tell you what, before time gets away and before I forget, let's give away something for Miss Jessie Tylre Williams. How about her CD, This Road? It's got a ton of good music on there. I've been telling you, you guys need to purchase that CD, so why not try to win it? The third person that comes into the chat room and says, CD baby, that's right, give me that CD baby, is going to win Jessie Tylre Williams' This Road CD. The second song for Mr. Steve Hickman is called Long Shot. Take your shot right now to Jessie Tylre Williams' CD live on Indie Country Radio and K-Dub Hit Country on Spreaker.com.
Underdog at the back of the pack, that's just how I roll. I've been a long shot all my life, yeah, it's all I know. Well, you can't stop my will to win, it's bellowing from my soul. Well, I ain't got nothing left to lose,
I'm all in, here I go. Well, you can bet on me, I won't let you down. Yeah, you can take it to the bank, I won't quit till I'm crowned. Yeah, I'm the long shot, and you best not count me out. 'Cause this fire in my belly could burn this whole place down. Lo and behold, I've been down at the bottom. I couldn't see to the top. No, not a soul around to hear me. No one with a rope to drop. I stood there on my feet and screamed, God, why have you left me to die? He said, son, it was you that walked away. I've never left your side. Well, you can bet on me, I won't let you down. Yeah, you can take it to the bank, I won't quit till I'm crowned. Yeah, I'm the long shot, and you best not count me out. 'Cause this fire in my belly is gonna burn this whole place down. Can't put this fire out, it stays hungry. Yeah, it's fueled by the salt of doubt, I gotta say it bluntly. Yeah, I'm the long shot. Alright.
Indie Country Radio is the one-stop shop for indie artists, from logo design to artist promos that you can send to any station. You create the music, and we create the ways to get it heard. To find out how to take your music to the next level, send an email to indiecountryradio@yahoo.com. Let our proven system work for you. Find out why Indie Country Radio is truly New Country's best.
Like a jail, I wanna bust out and run like hell, never looking back until I reach those hills. Yeah, the Great Smoky Mountains, the thought of you gives me the chills. I need a tailgate, a jar, the river, and my guitar on a bonfire Saturday night. If I don't take a little time for me to unwind, I'll never get to feeling right. I need a cane pole, fishing hole, catfish on, here we go, you know what I like. I need a laying low, good old down home southern night. Me and my baby working like some slaves. My kids need fed and my bills need paid, and I'm working overtime, just trying to survive. Yeah, yeah. They call it living the dream, even when it costs you your life. Well, I need a tailgate, a jar, the river, and my guitar on a bonfire Saturday night. If I don't take a little time for me to unwind, I'll never get to feeling right. I need a cane pole, fishing hole, catfish on, here we go, you know what I like. I need a laying low, good old down home southern night. Jumping at the bit for any chance I can get. I don't give a damn what the boss man says. My truck is all packed, I'll be there in a few. Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't drink often, but baby, now when I do, well, I need a tailgate, a jar, the river, and my guitar on a bonfire Saturday night. If I don't take a little time for me to unwind, I'll never get to feeling right. I need a cane pole, fishing hole, catfish on, here we go, you know what I like. I need a laying low, good old down home southern night. Yeah, 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 I need a laying low, good old down home southern night.
Oh my goodness, how about the new voices of country music? Mr. Steve Hickman right there with the Steve Hickman Band. Southern Nights completing yet another great triple play on this Triple Play Thursday. Check him out on the big Twitter machine, folks, at Bleeding Blue True. That's where you can find the Steve Hickman Band. Well, time for one more triple play before we have to say goodbye today. Mr. Josh Ward is from Montgomery, Texas. This song is called Together. It is great to be together with you on today's country from Indie Country Radio and K-Dub Hit Country right here on Spreaker.com. Josh Ward Music, Facebook and Twitter.
There's a lot about me that you don't know. There's a whole lot of things that I don't show. But you can tell when something's weighing on my mind. You always find a way to make things right. Oh, but girl, you got me pouring my heart out tonight. You're the rocks around my arms, around my true north when I'm headed south. A lighthouse in my darkest harbor when I think it couldn't get any harder. You calm the seas when the waves get rough. I'm sinking down, you lift me up. You give me shelter in the stormy weather. Even when I'm holding you, you're holding me together. true north when I'm headed south. A lighthouse in my darkest harbor. When I think it couldn't get any harder, you calm the seas when the waves get rough. I'm sinking down, you lift me up, give me shelter in the stormy weather. Even when I'm holding you, you're holding me together.
First.
The most country.
Your kind of country.
Turn up your radio.
Country music is what we do.
And we have a lot of fun doing it.
Let's do it.
Got her pointed in the right direction. I got both hands on the wheel. Stacks are blowing black. I ain't looking back. Pedal down, son. I'm giving her hell. I ain't slowing down to the lights in Dallas, Lord. I gotta see that smile. Can't wait to get both arms around her, Lord. It's been a long, long while. So highway, highway, take me home to her. All this picking, trying to make a living, always got me on the run. So highway, highway, take me home to her. I've done a little living, but a lot more missing you, baby. I'm coming undone. Texas sign says 205, sweet mama, I'm almost there. I'm gonna stop just east of Cowtown and pick some wildflowers for your hair. So highway, highway, take me home to her. All this picking, trying to make a living's always got me on the run. So highway, highway, take me home to her. I've done a little living, but a lot more missing you, baby. I'm coming undone. Oh, come undone. I've got the Detroit rolling. I'm gonna take it till the blacktop ends. Highway, highway, take me home to her. All this picking, trying to make a living's always got me on the run. So highway, highway, take me home to her. I've done a little living, but a lot more missing you, baby. I'm coming undone. I did a lot more living, but a lot more missing you, baby. I'm coming undone.
Oh, yeah, there is exactly why we do shows like Triple Play Thursday, to show you the great versatility in these artists. Mr. Josh Ward Music, Facebook and Twitter from Montgomery, Texas, a great tune called Highway. Don't forget you can take us down the highway. Just sync us with your Bluetooth. That's right. Spreaker, search Indie Country Radio, and you'll find Today's Country with Tim Kelly and all of our other shows right there on that thing. And I'll tell you what, even if you have an Android, you can tell Alexa, that young lady, to find Indie Country Radio, and she will do it for you as well. Isn't technology great? Well, we're going to be back tonight with Mr. Kevin Williams and Evenings with Kevin Williams right here on Indie Country Radio. He'll hit the airwaves at 8 o'clock Central Time, and we'll see if he'll do Triple Play Thursday. Tell him you want to hear 3 songs in a row from any artist that you guys want to request tonight on his show. He'll do it for you, I guarantee you. Mr. Josh Ward, one more time, called Broken Heart on Indie Country Radio and K-Dub Hit Country. You guys have a great Thursday. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody.
What's a cowboy supposed to do
so far. Everybody must be doing fine, 'cause I'm in a rut, they're stuck in party time. All I wanna do is turn my radio home, reset the clock and hear a sad country song. But I'm just looking for a place to fall apart. Guess I'm the only one with a broken heart. Nothing quite goes with a fool sitting on a stool like burning whiskey over ice. And I wouldn't feel like such a fool if she fooled me once, but man, she fooled me twice. Everywhere I go, just can't seem to find neon lights and smoke. Damn, it don't feel right. Guess I'm the only one with a broken heart. I ain't found another sad soul so far. Everybody must be doing fine, 'cause I'm in a rut, they're stuck in party time. All I wanna do is turn my radio home, reset the clock and hear a sad country song. But I'm just looking for a place to fall apart. Guess I'm the only one with a broken heart. Just can't